Good morning. My name is Felix Kemo. Actually, part of the ongoing program in GoRide Technology. So I applied on the case study was sent to me. I've also done the interview, and here is a report and summary of my project. So here is the case study that was sent, and these are the columns that are required from the case study. And with my understanding of the case study, I was able to come out with a data set of a school, of an academy that have staffs, and the staffs have their employee ID, the name of the staffs, the department, their positions in the school, the date of employment, their number of months to stay, the salary they earn, the bonus given to each of them by the academy, and their benefit per staff. So based on that, I was able to import pandas as PD, import numpy as NP, and I made use of pandas using Python. I made use of pandas to create a data set that will give me a kind of a database for that. So with that, I was able to get this, checking the head of the data set. I was able to get the name of the staffs in the academy. You can see Mary, Grace, Gladys. This is their employee ID. This is the salary per person. You can see Olabi 35,000, Mary 30,000. You see the bonus 5,000, 3,000, 2,000. Their benefits per person 40,000, 33,000, 29,000. The dates in integer. The position, you can see HM, Mary assistant, HM, Gladys teacher. The number of months to stay 536, and the department they are occupying. You can see Olabi is the admin, Mary and the rest are into academics. And also check the shape of the data. So we are having 18 rows and 9 columns. This is the last 5 elements of the data. You can see Felix, Kama, Marachi, and the rest. And these are their respective datas. So going back to the case study, we are asked to do a data cleaning and pre-processing, and we are asked to load the data set and perform data cleaning to handle any missing or inconsistent data. So by doing that, I first of all check the types of the data, and I notice that the name column is an object, which is okay. The employee ID is integer, salary is also int, benefit, bonus int, the date is also in a float, position is object, contract terms int, department object. So with that, there was no proper conversion of the data types. So I move to the describe function, and the describe function was able to show me the mathematical strength of each of the columns, where I have my mean for each of the columns. You can see the salary, the mean of the salary of the workers is 25,300, 89 approximately. You can see the approximate mean bonus to be 2,556. You can see the approximate mean benefits date and the number of months to stay, approximately 4 months. You can see the maximum salary, 37,000 naira. You can see the maximum bonus is 5,000. The maximum benefits is 42,000. And the maximum contract terms, that is month, 7 months. You can see the minimum salary to be 15,000. The minimum bonus to be 2,000. The minimum benefit is 17,000. And the minimum contract term is 2 months. So after checking that, I've later come back to the describe function, but still on data cleaning and preprocessing, I also view the columns of the data. So I'm having name, employee, ID, salary, bonus, benefits, date, position, contract terms, and department. And I also try to use the info function to check if there are no values. Then I enter the data cleaning proper. And the data cleaning is achieved by looking for null values, duplicates, or any misspelled names, renaming of columns, and changing of data types. So I use this null to check if there are null values by doing the help.isNull, and with the information here, there are no presence of any null value. I also use the help.duplicated to check if there are presence of duplicates in the data, and with the information here, there are no duplicates. I also checked for any values, and with the information here, there are no NA values. To be also on the safer side, I also use the drop function to drop any NA values, and resulted to this. I also use the drop function to drop the duplicates in case of any, and I arrive at this. So going back to the case study again, we were asked secondly to standardize the format of date and numerical values. But the reason why I did not do that was because for now the data types were already okay in their right formats. Then moving to the second one, we perform exploratory data analysis by providing a summary. Provide a summary of the data, including descriptive statistics for numerical columns. So in answering that, I first of all imported my matplotlib.pyplot as plt, import cborn as SNS. This section of the project deals with visualization of different columns in the dataset, which shows the relationship existing between the employees in relation to their salary, benefits, and bonus. It makes use of the matplotlib and cborn library. So I used the bar chart in plotting the relationship between the salary of the employees. So with that, I was able to come out with this plot, and this chart was able to show me that about 7 staffs were earning 25,000 naira, about 5 staffs were earning 27,000 naira, about 3 staffs were earning 15,000 naira, and about 1 each staff were earning 35, 30, and 37,000 naira. So this was the information that the bar chart was able to show concerning the salary of employees. Then going down to the bonus of employees, I also made use of bar charts, and the bar charts shows that 14 stars were given bonus of 2000 naira and 3 staffs were given bonus of 5000 naira and 1 staff were given bonus of 3000 naira. And going back to the case study, we were asked secondly to visualize the distribution of key variables such as base salary, contract term, and bonus. So going back to the code, we try to use a KDE, a density plot, to show the relationship between the benefits of the staffs. So you can see a kind of rise in the plot from 10,000 to 20,000. The plots, they were trying to have more of benefits. You can see that those earning 30,000 naira had a lot of benefits, and the benefits fall spontaneously to 40 and 50. And you can remember none of them earned 40 and 50,000. So invariably the graphs here falls down. This is also a line with that same chart. Then I also make use of a scatter plot to plot the relationship between the benefits of the staffs and their salary. So there seems to be a linear relationship between the salary and the benefits of staffs when being shown with the scatter plot. So I also make use of a pair plot to give me a different chart representation of all the visualizations I was trying to showcase there. And here is the correlation information about each of the analysis being made. And you can see this proper. Then going back to the case study, number 3, technical analysis, use SQL to extract insights from the data. For example, find the average base salary for different positions and departments. For now, I'm not really good in SQL. So this project I did not employ the functionalities of SQL in my project for now. So because I was not good in SQL, I couldn't answer this very particular question. Then going to the II of number 3, so write Python script to perform data analysis and visualization using libraries like pandas, matplotlib, and seaborn. So I think I've already answered this with all this information here. I think that very particular question was answered. Then going back to number 4, say demonstrate how you will store and process this data using a cloud service. Second, explain the benefits of using cloud services for this type of analysis. Show how to set up a simple data pipeline. So concerning this number 4, I am not good in cloud services, which are also parts of what I intend to learn during my internship at Go Right Technology. So I'm not good in this, and I will like to learn more about this. So going to the number 5, so use machine learning techniques to predict the likelihood of an employee leaving the company based on the agreement terms, and build a simple model using tools like scikit-learn or TensorFlow. So to answer that, I started a machine learning process by first of all splitting the data by having my own variables y and x and trying to make salary as what I will try to predict, and also dropping some of the columns so that my X comes with my employee ID, bonus, benefits, and contract terms, so that I can now do a good prediction of that, where I'm going to train some of the data and also use some for testing. But in order to do that, I have to do feature scaling, and I make use of scikit-learn. And in making use of scikit-learn, I first of all have to standardize the data, and I import scikit-learn dot preprocessing. So from scikit-learn, from dot preprocessing, I import standard scalar. And using standard scalar, I use the fit transform method, and I transformed the data so that the data will be in the same scale and range for proper machine learning modeling. So for the model development, from sklearn to model selection, I imported string test split, linear regression, accuracy score, confusion matrix, mean squared error, arrow square score. Then I use the described function again to check the distribution of my numerical analysis again. So you can see this. And then I use the train test split to split the data so that my text size taking 0.2, which means I'm using 20% of my data for testing, while I use 80% for training. The random state was 42. Then I use the linear regression model as a model I'm going to use to train this, to build this data. Remember, I told you from the visualization that there exists a kind of linear relationship between the salary and benefits. So based on that, I try to use the linear regression algorithm in modeling this. So trying to fit the data, I make some prediction, and after making some prediction, I arrive at this, and this was the coefficient of the data. And I try to do an inplot that will show me how perfect is the relationship between salary and benefits. And with so doing, I arrived at this, and you can see the relationship between the salary and the benefits, and to see how the line perform best on each of the points. So you can see at 30,000 and 32,000, you can see that there was a best fit performance here. Then I also try to check the residuals, and you can see the residuals of them. You can go and check. You can see the residual of each of following the employee ID. You can see that these were each of the persons that have this. Then you see this plot of the analysis, and also a probability plot on it. So this was the machine learning model development of this project. And going back to the case study, say a Jupyter notebook containing your data cleaning. Okay, this was the submission requirements. So the submission requirement, ED and technical analysis, which everything I did was in the Jupyter notebook. We also in Python script, and they say a short report, 2 to 3 pages, summarizing your finding and explaining the cloud service integration. code and result for the machine learning model. So in answering this, let's go quick to the reports. So here is a report for employees. So the data set in the project below depict the data of stars of seats of Wisdom Academy, showing different roles, that is the columns, which they occupy and attain in the academy. So we have the data set with the name, which represent the columns, which shows the name of the employee ID, which is the acronym for the employee identification number, the salary, which is the monthly income of the employees, the bonus, which shows an incremental amount on employee salary, the benefits, which shows the total earning of the employee, the date, which shows the time employees were employed, position, which shows the status of each employee in the academy, the department, which shows the exact portfolio each employee works in the academy. In the dataset, each column contains 18 elements who are actively, that is employees who are active and committed workers in the academy. The dataset analysis tends towards developing model for predicting the employees who are reliable to quit their job as a result of poor income or earnings from the academy. So from the project analysis and prediction, we have this information. The bar chart shows the salary rates of the employees in the academy, where 7 employees earns 25,000 naira, 5 employees earns 27,000 naira, 3 employees earn 15,000 naira, 1 employee earns 35,000 naira, and 1 employee earns 37,000 naira. If you go to the bar chart in the code, you see that the second bar chart shows the bonuses awarded to the employees, where 14 employees were awarded 2,000 naira, 3 employees were awarded 5,000 naira, no, this should be naira, not dollar, and 1 employee were awarded 3,000 naira. From the scatter plot, there is a linear relationship between salary and benefit of workers. It shows that those earning 15,000 naira has a total benefit of 17,000 naira. Those earning 25,000 naira has a total benefit of 27,000 naira. Those earning 27,000 naira has a total benefit of 29,000 naira. Those earning 30,000 naira has a total benefit of 35,000 naira, and those earning 35,000 naira has a total benefit of 40,000 naira. From the model development, where linear regression model was used, the model made a prediction where those earning around 27,000 naira and 17,000 naira has the least pay and income in the academy, and hence they are able to quit their job as their income is not encouraging. These employees are Kamal, Amarachi, Onyinyechi, Felix, Lucy, Ajuri, Lovett, Love, Confidence, and Pretty. This project utilizes the functionalities of Python programming language, Jupyter Notebook, and several machine learning libraries like scikit-learn, Seaborn, Matplotlib, NumPy, Pandas, etc. So with this, I come to the end of my project analysis and model development. Thank you, as I hope to see my future with Go Right technology. Have a nice day.